Yes, beautiful people, how are you doing tonight on this Wednesday? Is it Wednesday? I'm all fucked up after 3 weeks on vacation with mostly grid off. I'm glad to be back. Is your Coach AF awakening and Agilize everything with me, Coach AF, for that special live stream. I was supposed to just talk about the Scrum Beer update, where at the Agile Lounge for Business Agility, my team and I, as well as the crew of the Scrum Beer, we had to take decision but absolutely not to discriminate. We'll come back to it very soon. And this Shortcast live stream. Yes. What is going on? I'm sorry about that. Okay, so I'm very glad to be before you because there's a lot to talk about in a shortcast. A shortcast seems not to be an hour long kind of podcast. We are live right now on LinkedIn. Welcome to LinkedIn people. We are also on my main YouTube channel of Agile Lounge for Business Agility. When I was away not doing anything, I had 27 new subscribers. Thank you so much. Spasiba. I saw a couple of Russian or people from the Eastern European. So according to the stats again. So thank you very much. This is the place where we are going to talk about a lot of things. So I'm so very glad to be before you tonight on this special pop-up returning from vacation to talk about what is happening in the real agile world, where agile people are acting upon the mindset of decentralization, subsumption, which is the interrelation of element and physics, and we could see it with the people first movement of open business agility. So I'm so very, very happy to see what's going on in El Salvador, a country I've been through, because Mesoamerica for me in the Mayan world that extend all the way to Salvador. El Tasumal is one of the great sites in El Salvador, and now I can wait to go back there and pay with my Bitcoin. Yes, you hear me, guys. These people are just awesome. The president, Nakabi, since yesterday, September the 7th, he made it legal tender to pay, receive money, do business. And you have to understand that this new president elect and now president of the Republic of El Salvador is also an entrepreneur, and he's, in my view, he is the person who show up in the world that the two countries with the biggest PPC and GDP, the United States of America, who pretend to be the empire failing right now, as well as China, the rising China. No way. I think the countries like El Salvador, Nigeria, and a lot of countries in Latin America that are waking up into this new type of freedom. Let me tell you, the future, I told you when I was in exile in Mexico, working in Tulum with blockchain developer and engineer, and the DeFi and the Decentralized Finance, I'm telling you guys, the real agility, the real DevOps is in Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, Mexico, and now Salvador with that move, 50 years after the legal gold standard scrap on August 15, 1971. Are you feeling the sense of history? Are you feeling the cycle and everything? Me, Coach AF here, live from Montreal, back from Arizona. I'm completely fiberglassed about this great news. It's making the sunshine of the Bitcoin. Yes, baby. I am in that movement of the blockchain revolution, by the people, anonymous people, for the people, decentralized. And you have to understand that one of the poorest countries in the world, along the top three with South Africa, Haiti, and El Salvador, they had chosen this because since I think 1993, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment below, but that country was using the US dollar, and it was a displacing of the fiat money from the United States. I know other countries in South America and Central America are using the fiat US currency, and this is why they're trembling. If you see on my thumbnail, especially on my YouTube channel, I think you could see that thumbnail. I put the Troika, the ex-president of the Fed, or the actual president of the Fed in the United States, including the Lucy Christian Lagarde of the EDF, the European Central Bank, and the other gentleman, I think he's from the International Monetary Fund. There was running an app you see in the little meme video that was finding like very amazing and funny. So you probably saw the guy representing Salvador as well. How could I say that? It was just amazing to see that meme, like knocking on the door of the car. No, don't do this because, and absolutely the same thing with people who think they are smart, with this old way of thinking, this old world of thinking. And I told you back in January at the beginning of this 2021, this is going to be the renaissance, because we are entering since March of 2020 with this pandemic. We are in a dark age, socially, politically, and even economically. It's going to get worse. Be ready. It's awful. We have the right to say it's awful, because when we go into darkness, we could just rise again as a phoenix, the phoenix of business agility, the phoenix of conscious leadership. And I'm here for that. All my project of Agile Lounge and the Next Level Agile, on top of providing one of the best experience and coaching and training organization, teams, and individual that like to surpass themselves, that like to be agile, to thrive, and more than survive in this next decade of the installment of this new world of work. Yes, for talent and people, and more. This is a completely new world. So forget about going back to normal, but let's all in togetherness co-create a world that will be better and smarter than what it was before the pandemic, and absolutely, of course, a lot better and smarter than what it is right now. So are you with me on this? And speaking of this shebang, should I say, we did a survey. I don't know if I have the survey here with me right now. Could I have access it here? Let me see. We did a survey. So I'm not ready for this because I'm just back. It's been about 24 hours. I'm back at work, serving my client, preparing my new year here at the Agile Lounge for Business Agility. So let's just go like for the Scrum beer. The Scrum beer in November will turn, if I'm right, 3 years. So it's been about 2 years, 15 official Scrum beer. Let me show you right now. Because I think we like visual, listening to a video. So let me show you right now here the meetup page of this user group. As you could see, the Scrum Beer Agile Networking. Yes, I know we are part of the Scrum Alliance user group international, Scrum Beer Montreal by yours truly. We reach after 2.5 years, 286. Actually, we were 290s. Now we're down to 4. I don't know. People don't like to receive a communication apparently, and they complain to Meetup that we spam them. Actually, we only email you and when you are a Meetup member, the experience you have if you choose. And I'm a member of a lot of groups, so we choose what communication and from which group we'd like to receive it. And we are not spamming. I'm sorry, Judith. Don't know what the heck you had to write us an email while on vacation screaming against us, because we send a survey probably one time in French, one time in English. So look at your setting, because we take care of providing the best guest and user experience. So as you see, we have 17 events, but officially the upcoming September Scrum Beer should have been iteration 15, Scrum Beer 15 exactly. Because the last one was a special event inviting you to participate in a greater reset and people's reset kind of special event. And we add also the next level Agile Coach circle that is happening through that user group. Because if you're a member or certified by Scrum Alliance, you could actually have your Scrum educational unit to maintain and improve into your certification program with the Scrum Alliance organization. And the last Scrum Beer was a Scrum Beer Off, inviting you to the invitation-based change conference offered by the Open Leadership Network, and I'm so glad to have been a sponsor of it. So the next Scrum Beer, we survey people about this hybridation, virtual event, and in-person event. The in-person event win, that's the only data that I remember looking very quickly from the Survey Monkey that we sent out in the beginning of August. But since then, a lot of things change. New York, because we do some Scrum Beer in New York, Manhattan as well, when I used to be and go there to work and serving my client in Manhattan. And of course, the Scrum Beer Montreal was the core user group. Every 2 months, September should have been the back to school. I said should. I stuck at yes, because I'm announcing you that my team and I, we had decided that we'll take a break for September for many reasons. One of the major reasons for both New York City and Montreal, they require a discriminatory type of proof of pass. There was a new location downtown Montreal between 3 metro stations. By the way, you will have loved it. I know this place. I know that guy. He could offer us. He said, like, if you do it before September 15, I won't ask anything about a proof of medical procedure. That it should be your body, your choice. And by the way, just to make sure, like, for those who like to lure me or those who like to put word in my mouth, I am not anti anything. I am only pro-choice. I'm pro-liberty. And I couldn't care less of what you want to do with your body, with your conscience, and with your spirit. This is yours, okay? And I expect the same in return, because when you are for free will, liberty of choice, you act upon what you preach as those system of value. So for me, I don't care. I'm agnostic, and it's none of your business what I do and what I be about this. But one thing for sure, when you work in a people first movement of business agility and you try to be open, and you have in your crowd a lot of people that have different choice, we had decided, okay, in the vote, we're a team of 7 at the table, and we had decided 5 against 2 to don't do any in-person event until we could find a way to gather kind of privately for not discriminating anyone because of their choice of receiving or not a medical procedure. And let me tell you one thing. Among those 5 people who vote in favor of that, they are all had received the medical procedure. Could you imagine that? So it's telling a lot of the solidarity that is to come, because I cannot believe now that we are going to discriminate people according to their choice of how they treat their health. So next step is what? If you eat too much bacon, you cannot go to a brunch with your family, and it's going to be on your app. The Lucy app, by the way, some of my engineer and software developer prevent me that. Be really careful. You better bring your paper for a couple of days and months. So be very careful out there. Quebec government, again, sloppy the thing. So, and about the virtual Scrum Beer, we did that most of last year beside the Agile Online Forum. And as we did in the kind of a retrospective, we were not that happy with it. So it's a choice we made also for this September. We won't do any virtual gathering of the Scrum Beer, neither for New York or Montreal. Okay? So, and for November, we're going to see, because we aim, and I aim personally, to find a spot on invitation only for people who would like to gather, have a nice beer, and have a nice talk in person, and to a private venue where we won't harass anyone with information that they don't want to provide. This is the core of the principle that we put forward moving onward in this kind of world that apparently you choose. I don't know if it's true. I don't know the numbers and I don't know anything. I don't know anything. But Agile Lounge for Business Agility will stand with no discrimination and real inclusion as the Agile movement teaches us to include everyone in the solution. So I'm inviting you to tell me in the comment below what you think about this approach. And basically, for us, it was absolutely a no-brainer because there's no discrimination that could happen with all of these procedures out there. And as you know, the agilizing of society should start right now towards the Renaissance. The next decade, guys, will be either shiny and free, like what is happening in the tropic in El Salvador and other Eastern European country, or it will go fall down of a neo-feudalism where everything is centralized, everything is central planned, everything is shut up. And I don't think this is the way. I don't think as a transformation agent working as a business agility coach, it should be the way. I've been working in the field of Scrum, Lean, and Agile for the last 20 years since the beginning of this new century, helping, as I said, people, organization, and team to self-organize, to be innovative, creative, and my allergy will kick in what? Sorry about that, man. August and September, allergy, pollen, and I'm just in front of a big, huge park. It's bigger than Central Park, and an undisclosed location. Yeah, with a beautiful sunset in front of my face right now as I'm doing this Shortcast to talk to you my joy as a blockchain revolutionary, decentralizer, distributed networker. I'm so glad and happy that the Bitcoin movement, after 12 years, is having its first country to experiment this way of exchanging. And it's no surprise that it's a country such as El Salvador, because the movement was founded in 2008, 2009 for the without bank, for bankless people, for people who didn't have access to a saving account, to an operational account. So this is the reality, my friend. This is why a government like this, an entrepreneurial young president, new president, as choosing it to become the Bitcoin experiment. And I'm guessing that next is Nigeria and probably even some part of Mexico, because I was there for the last 9 months and I saw these entrepreneurs in Cancun and Tulum and Merida, even in Mexico City and Zuvuya and the Guerrero. These young generation of Latin America, and let me tell you something, they're going to kick off. And by the way, right now, the more meaningful conversation that I have with Scrum Master and DevOps adapter of the culture of DevOps are from Brazil, Colombia, and Mexico. And that's just a turnaround of things when I think that Mike Beal, my mentor, the one who taught me almost everything on Scrum and business agility, was actually the Latino at Snowbird for the manifesto. So cheers to that. Long live El Salvador with his Bitcoin experiment. Long live our value and principle choice of not discriminating anyone at our Scrum Alliance user group, the Scrum Beer Montreal and Scrum Beer New York. So I'm glad to announce that we might be back with something very special, very agile, very innovative. And we start the season right now with Awakening and Agilize everything with AF. AF, it's me, Alexandre Frédéric. Don't think that I'm talking about the F word here. And I would like to invite you to join me with my great guest, a great friend of mine. Let me show you it right now. We are going to have a very, very nice Friday live Agile this Friday, noon Eastern, 11 Central, and 5 p.m. UK, 6 p.m. Europe. So be with us because I think it's going to be very fun. It's a recording also of our 29 episode and 4,000 subscriber on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Deezer, Amazon Prime Podcasts, and so many places that we are spreading and sparking the open business agility mindset, the power of decentralization, the power of Scrum. So I can't wait. So I'm really inviting you to join us. It will be live on all these platforms, LinkedIn, Twitter, as well as, of course, my growing YouTube channel here to celebrate my 5th anniversary of Agile Lounge. I told you 27 was while I was grad off and vacation. I only did the special, I think, about the contract. Yes, you won't believe what contract I turned down about bio-digital convergence. But anyway, you just have to watch it on my channel. And of course, subscribe and hit the bell to receive notification. We are live every Friday at noon. This year, for this new year of Agile Lounge for Business Agility, I'm glad to announce that 2 out of the Friday will be in English, 1 will be in French for my 15% of francophone. Mais oui, je pense à vous aussi, c'est ça l'expérience totale. Donc, on aura un vendredi en français et le vendredi qui est consacré à l'enregistrement du Their Real Agile podcast. Eh bien, it's going to be either in English and French according to the guests that I have with me at the mic or the subject, the way it flows, because you have to go with the way it flows, right? So I'm very, very happy to be announcing this for the new year that's coming, the new year for us, because we always start our year thinking back of college. And this channel, I'm so very proud of what Samuel Ball, Steve Rice, and others, and even Anna Gorski, thank you so much, Elizabeth Binglani. You helped me putting it together. And this year we are going to be a lot more editorial, a lot more precise. All right, the YouTube channel will touch mostly open business agility, and we'll talk, of course, with the Agile Quaint and the Agile cryptocurrency, but we'll concentrate really on tips and tricks, subject that matter for Scrum, the Scrum way, the lean way, more than even Agile, because business agility, it's a movement that englobe the fact that you'd like to be smarter in your world of work, and even beyond that with the next level agility concept. This is more than a professional service that I'm offering right now. I've got 3 clients that sign up into this on-demand consultancy, and Scrum, Lean, Agile, or DevOps. These are the 4 main things that we are surpassing, that we have a lot of experience, that we could bring you value, and teaching you this, coaching your team and yourself. We also do executive coaching, and this is why my trend this year for my improvement, my learning experience will be more with the Open Leadership Network. That actually I invite you to watch this video here. War is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength, and of course Scrum is agile. And I have my favorite guest, Daniel Mizik from the Open Leadership Network, talking about decision rights and the real decentralization of creative teams and surpassing teams. So again, this Friday, 12 noon Eastern time, with my great friend, the great project manager, one of the best project manager here in Canada, Joey Peregrino. We are going to have a very honest conversation of the agnostic Agile Oath that yours truly signed, I think it was 4 or 5 years ago, and that I invite any of my colleagues, if you're serious about putting client first, putting the experience of whether it's the software development and IT team, as well as the business, marketing, sales teams, all together doing the real thing. So that's an invitation, because yes, Agile, it's on invitation only. You never enforce it to anyone. So I hope you liked it. Please tell me in the comment below if you dislike something, because I'd like to improve. And like, share it to spark someone else with business agility, and be there with us in November at this special rendezvous, a private type of Scrum beer in person, and it will be on invitation only of only those who really care to gather together with freedom. So on that, beautiful loungers, agile lovers, business agility lovers, I wish you a very nice evening and see you on my channel here on LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube this Friday, 12 noon, 11 Central, for this agnostic, honest conversation about project management and the agile way of doing things. It's a rendezvous, and remember, you are beautiful, you are powerful, you are free to your success and to our new ways and togetherness. Cheers.